here are my top 5 all-time Christmas horror movies of 2022. Okay?
Okay.
So, coming in at number 5 is a movie called Santa's Sleigh. Santa's Sleigh came out in 2005. At the time it was released, it did go straight to DVD. But hey, lots of movies go straight to streaming these days. It doesn't mean we hold a prejudice against them. Santa's Sleigh is remarkably kitschy. I mean, it's basically all kitsch. The premise of this movie is that jolly old Saint Nick was never meant to be this friendly fat man with a jolly beard that makes toys and delivers goodwill on Christmas Day every single year. That actually 1,000 years ago, I guess in 1905, no, that'd be 100 years ago.
What?
1005. Yeah. Yeah, in the year 1005, Saint Nick had a curling match with an angel. You know curling, the Olympic sport?
I thought you meant like this. They curling some dumbbells. Curling match.
Let me see. No. Is that what that's like? Look at that. Look at that pump. I see that pump. Don't
That's
flex. I saw you flex when you did it. That was so lame.
I wasn't flexing. I don't know.
Oh, no?
This is me.
So he lost the curling match, which meant for 1,000 years he had to be Santa Claus. But the 1,000 years is up, so now he's out to inflict his revenge. You know who plays
Santa Sleigh.
You know who slays as Santa in this movie?
Who?
Bill Goldberg.
Goldberg?
Bill Goldberg plays Santa in Santa's Sleigh, and there is this insane dinner scene that is the most 2005 scene that you've ever witnessed. It's a dinner table, and around the dinner table are God bless him, Scott Conn is at the head of the table. No, I'm sorry, Scott Conn is his son. James Conn from The Godfather. James Conn is sitting at the head of the table. Sitting around him are Fran Drescher. Fran Drescher from The Nanny. Chris Kattan from SNL. The hot girl who was in like Urban Legends, that horror movie. It's just the most sort of, it's 2005 and we all thought we were going to be more famous dinner table that you ever saw. And why is Jimmy Kahn in a position that he needs to check this badly? And Santa comes down the chimney and just slaughters all of them. This is a gore fest. This is not a plot-driven movie. This is not a serious movie. As a matter of fact, it is impossible to take this movie seriously because I don't think the filmmaker took it all that seriously. So when you kind of come to terms with that, you're able to have a lot of fun with it and take it as fun. You want to see some of the trailer?
Hell yeah. I was looking it up right now. Yeah.
It's the truth you want, and it's the scary truth you're gonna have.
There's the grandpa.
According to the Book of Claus, Santa, Satan's only son, lost a bet and was forced
See, Santa was Satan's son.
to spread Christmas cheer. But now, all bets are
I don't think it was a bet. I think it was a curling match.
off.
There he is.
Santa?
Fran Drescher from The Nanny. Santa?
Looking what?
She is looking hot, but it's post-Nanny, you know?
Get it.
Yes, there is a Santa Claus.
Goldberg. Is there any confusion as to who that might be? Seeing this movie will make you wish that Brock Lesnar was an actor, because he's just Goldberg. He's just Goldberg in a Santa outfit destroying people.
Really, I never noticed.
So he just beats the shit out of everybody.
Ho, ho, ho.
A terrible actor. Oh, get it? Ho, ho, hoes? Let's go back. I'm sorry I stepped on Goldberg's joke there.
Ho, ho, hoes.
Santa Claus is not
Assault.
myth or a legend. He's real.
Just kick that dog.
Only he's not bearing
Just murdered a dog.
gifts and presents anymore.
Christmas can sure scare the dickens out of people.
He's scary yet educational.
I'm just trying to spread a little Yuletide fear.
Are you saying Santa is offing everyone who's naughty and nice?
Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
You shot Santa?
That doesn't take him out.
This holiday season,
How great does this look? Oh, yeah, I forgot. He's got present bombs.
That's awesome.
Yes, he's got present bombs, and there is a scene where these two, like, bratty kids open their presents and get their heads blown off.
It also appears from images that I'm looking at that he lights Fran Drescher on fire.
I didn't want to spoil it, but he does light Fran Drescher on fire. Yes, he does. Yes, he does. And she does appear, like, with her hair all burned off and stuff. And then I believe he drowns her in an ice bucket.
lock your doors.
See, it's fun. It's Christmas fun. Look at the font. Listen to this. Listen to the sounds. It's fun.
Bolt the windows.
Oh, Grandpa got run over by a reindeer.
See, there's all kinds of one-lines in it too.
Awful.
It's so great. What are you talking about?
Everyone stand back. Things are about to get a little messy.
Yeah, they are.
And block the chimney. 'Cause naughty or nice,
Yeah.
Santa Claus is coming to town.
It's just
Santa's
murder.
Sleigh.
Go ahead, kid. Let's see what.
Oh, this is it. This is it. Watch this.
I hate
Oh.
children.
You missed it. Their heads, they show their heads blown off. And then the old people curse. It's great. It's great.
What's the spear count on this?
Jackhammers mainly. It's all jackhammers. Yeah. Goldberg.
Super kicks.
They actually, a little known fact, WCW counts all the deaths in this movie as part of Goldberg's streak. The only person that I've met that doesn't like this movie, you know who it is?
Oh.
Bret Hart. Bret Hart thinks it sucks. Yeah, Bret Hart thinks it's a terrible movie. Everybody else loves this movie. No, but this is like, this list, you know, this coming in at 5, Santa's Sleigh. If you want something that you're absolutely not going to take seriously, that you're going to laugh along with, you'll have a good time. It's goofy. It's violent. It's stupid. Santa's Sleigh rules. It really does rule. Ready for number 4?
Let's go.
Coming in at number 4 is a very important film. Black Christmas. Now, Black Christmas was remade in 2006, and then again, I believe, in 2019. Do not watch those films. I mean, maybe they're dumb. Like, they're fine, but they're dumb. Black Christmas in 1974 is excellent. Like, it's a slasher movie that many credit as Christmas or No Christmas, one of the very first slasher movies. You'll see that a lot of the sort of the Friday the 13th stuff, the Michael Myers stuff, like you can see it all kind of formulate in this movie. Now, most of the movie is spent, you get to see the eyeball, the one eyeball of the killer because you don't see the killer, right? The killer stalks. It's about a killer stalking a sorority house. That's Margot Kidder, by the way, with the drink. Margot Kidder's in this. She's fantastic. Margot Kidder!
Who that?
Lois goddamn Lane. Have a little bit of respect.
Oh my God.
Margot Kidder.
I know that.
Yes. Yes. But it's about this guy, he's like stalking this sorority house. He's calling them and he's harassing them and he's killing people. Killing all these people. Putting plastic bags over ladies' heads and stuff like that. It's a terrible thing, but it's an actually scary movie. You won't laugh at it. It's not so bad. It's good. It's excellent. It's directed.
No ho-ho-hos?
No ho-ho-hos. No Bill Goldbergs. Bob Clark is the director, who ironically, 9 years after directing Black Christmas, would go on to direct A Christmas Story, with Ralphie in 1983. But 1974, this is the prior Christmas movie that he did, and to me, a Christmas movie that I prefer, quite frankly. Black Christmas, just a really well done, scary, important movie in the slasher genre.
Now, why didn't you like the remakes?
Well, because the remakes are like in this movie, you don't necessarily see every bit of gore. You don't see every slash. You don't see like a lot of it is that fear of the unknown that we always hear about, right? That everybody is so into. The 2006 specifically 2006 movie, it's just it's gratuitous. Gratuity is the word of the day in that 2006 movie, where it's just about watching these sorority girls get slashed up, and you see every bit of gore and every bit. You can appreciate it for a totally different reason, but you can't have Black Christmas 1974 and Black Christmas 2006 in the same sentence and be taken seriously at all. Olivia Hussey is the lead in this film.
Hussey.
That's right. That's right. So, yeah. I mean, if you want just a gratuitous nonsense movie, you can go with Black Christmas 2006. But I would stick with Black Christmas 1974 if you want something that will enrich your cinematic palette. Now let's go to number 3. Number 3, hot dog, comes all the way from France. And I'm a freedom fries guy, okay? I'm not here to celebrate the French, but when they do something right, they do something right. 1989. The French put out a movie that's gone by many different names, but most of us now know it as Deadly Game, a.k.a. Dial Code Santa Claus. Now, this is very important. This movie came out a year before Home Alone. And basically, this is like, what if there was a real criminal breaking into your house and a kid who was obsessed with Rambo movies was really trying to stop him? Like, this guy is really going to kill or do something far more traumatic to the kid. And the kid,
like Rambo.
The kid is really, so yeah, that's the premise, right? This is a 10-year-old kid. He's French. Everybody's speaking French. You'll have to read the subtitles, but it's worth it.
Omelette du fromage.
Right. There's a lot of talk of fromage in this movie. So the kid, he's a rich kid, right? And he lives in like this big castle type house. And he's left with like, I don't remember, his uncle or his grandpa or something like that. And a relative, not his mom, because his mom has to go to work. She runs a department store. But he's there, and he's like super into technology. And again, it's 1989, so it's very primitive technology. But he's on the internet already. He's into coding. What? Yeah, he's on very early versions of like message boards. And he's on all this stuff. Now he's also obsessed with Rambo and war movies. So like he walks around, you can see he's got like suction cups on, because this is like how he walks around the house. But he's also got all these trap doors, all these like tricks and traps that would later be, you know, I believe that Kevin McAllister would be inspired to use in Home Alone. But he ends up
about a year later. You said that Home Alone came out a year after this, right?
More or less. More or less, yeah. So there was enough time to see this movie and then make Home Alone.
Yes.
Yeah. So, yeah. So, but he's talking, this Santa, right? When we meet him, he's not a Santa Claus. He's just a weird older guy who's trying to talk to children on this message board chat room type thing.
Sure.
Where he's posing as Santa Claus and trying to get addresses and stuff like that. And it's never directly said that he's a pervert or what he wants to do to these kids, but, you know, we can kind of figure it out, right? So he ends up getting a gig as a mall Santa on the last day of on Christmas Eve. But he gets fired because he hits a girl, smacks her in the face because she says Santa Claus is not real. But he's also a little too touchy with the girl. A little too wanting to, with the, you know, it's really creepy.
Mm.
The mother, the lady who fires him is the mother of this kid who runs the store. So this lady has a van full of presents going to the house to be dropped off for him, her son, on Christmas morning. He jumps in the van and goes into his house. And he's dressed like Santa Claus, you know, because he's a mall Santa. And he goes down the chimney, I think. Well, he sneaks into the house, regardless. And the kid hears something. So he goes under the table, and he thinks he's going to catch Santa on camera. And he sees these boots, and he's like, oh, my God, Santa's here. But then that Santa murders his dog. And he realizes he's in a lot of trouble. And the rest of the movie is basically, you know, a murderous or worse chase throughout the house. Where it's
I'm sure he gets excited a little bit when he sees a dog die, because now he's like, fuck yeah, now I could put this Rambo stuff to good use.
No, that's his dog, dude. He's very sad. He's
Yeah, now I can use my trap doors.
No, he's super sad. No, it's his dog. Why would you be happy that your dog's died?
Because now you can go ahead and be like, I could put some oil on the floor and have him do like one of those like Home Alone slips.
He's not happy about the tricks. It's not worth it. He'd much rather just have his dog.
Fun hijinks ensues.
No, this is Home Alone, but with dire consequences.
Yeah, like he touches the doorknob and it's a little bit too hot, and he goes like, ah!
And then he goes, Marv, what are you doing? Harry. So that's number 3. Love that movie. Love it. Watch it every year. Coming in at number 2, Hot Dog, you know this is a favorite of mine. You've questioned it before. Krampus.
Oh, God.
Krampus. I adore the movie Krampus. Just the fact that it exists is mind-blowing to me. I think it is such a fun movie. The cast is incredible. Adam Scott's in it. Toni Collette is in it. It's got deadly gingerbread men that try to kill you. The toys come to life because they lose Christmas spirit. So here comes Krampus instead of Santa Claus, just destroying everybody. It's awesome. I love when people have to be reminded to keep their Christmas spirit, because if they don't, then a monster will kill you and your family.
Like that.
It's awesome. It's
like that
awesome. I remember, like, when this movie came out, I want to say it came out in 2006 or so.
2015?
What, was it that late? That's sick.
Yeah. 2015. Adam Scott.
Yeah. 2015, this movie comes out. And I remember watching trailers going, I thought I was going to have to sue them. Like Ana de Armas. I thought I was going to go like, because I was like, there's no way this movie is as insane as it looks like on the trailer. Why would they make this movie? And I went to a theater. I saw this movie in theaters. And I said, holy shit. This might be the greatest Christmas movie I've ever seen. This is incredible. This might be one of the greatest movies I've ever seen. I love Krampus. I will never say enough good about it. I have it on 4K. I have it.
Wow.
Yes, I own Krampus, the Naughty Cut, on 4K, because I believe that Krampus is one of those movies that we should make sure is preserved forever. That's the thing. That's my thing about hard copies of film, of keeping these 4K discs, these Blu-ray discs. That, to me, is how you preserve these films forever, how you make sure they're not wiped off streaming services. Krampus, to me, is one of these movies that you have to preserve forever because it is so precious.
I mean, who knows? Universal Pictures Studios or wherever they save their hard copies could burn down, and then the world would be without Krampus, except for the fact that you hold a 4K copy of it.
Yeah, I do. Every last detail of those demonic gingerbread men right in your face. And it sounds good, too. Don't forget about the sound. All right. Coming in at number 1. Are we ready for this, guys?
Drum roll.
Number 1. No surprise here. Silent Night, Deadly Night. It's become a tradition, Hot Dog.
Yeah.
You knew it.
We've done a breakdown on it.
This is one of my favorite scenes. So just in case you've missed it, it's basically a kid He's this kid right here, actually. He watches a guy in a Santa suit do terrible things to his parents. I'm talking murder. I'm talking the R word. I'm talking bad stuff. And it leaves him with a complex, right? That he ends up in a mental institution. He finally gets out of the mental institution. He's working in a store. He's just trying to do right. He's holding it all back. But the store says, we need a mall Santa. We have to have a store Santa. And they force him to dress up in the Santa suit, and he goes nuts. And that's Silent Night, Deadly Night. Silent Night, Deadly Night has spawned 4 sequels. Silent Night, Deadly Night 2, 3, 4, and 5. 4 different sequels to this movie. They do not increase in quality. I will say that. But
stay steady, though.
They stay well, as you know, Hot Dog. Silent Night, Deadly Night 2 is one of the most hilarious movies ever because what is the first 45 minutes?
It's a best of.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. But it deserves a best of because Hot Dog, maybe my favorite scene in every movie, and the scene that we will rewatch together, I promise you, every single Christmas here on Sam Roberts Now on the NotSam YouTube channel, is this one. This is the beginning of the film. This little boy with his parents have gone and visited their grandfather. His grandfather, they're one of their father. His grandfather is in a vegetative state in this nursing home. Doesn't move out of his wheelchair. The parents leave the room. This little kid is there by himself. Billy is his name. And watch this.
Grandpa? Mom!
Oh.
What do you want her for?
Oh.
She can't help you.
No.
Nobody can.
No, they can't.
You scared,
Fuck, Grandpa.
ain't you? You should be.
He's scared, ain't ya?
Christmas Eve is the scariest damn night of the year.
Look at that vein in his head.
If I was you. You know what happens Christmas Eve, don't you?
Oh, no.
You know all about Santa Claus.
He brings presents to...
Can you imagine? This guy's been in a vegetative state. He arose from a vegetative state. To say this? This is crazy.
It's a nice gag.
All good boys and girls.
Oh, no.
Your daddy told you that, didn't he?
Your daddy told you that.
Well, I tell you something.
No, don't tell him.
Santa Claus only brings presents to them that's been good all year. To the ones...
So intense. By the way, this same actor is the guy that chased Marty McFly with a shotgun in Back to the Future when he landed in his barn.
What is it about his head that's so creepy?
Well, his head is giant. He's got this enormous head, like you could see. See his shoulder, right?
Yes.
His shoulder, the size of the head is this. The width of the head is significantly bigger than his shoulder. Now, I've got a big head, but I've been working on doing overhead presses. I've been working on all kinds of work to get my shoulders bigger. Because if you got a big head and these tiny shoulders, there's maybe nothing in the world creepier. And that, Hot Dog, is what you're seeing. It's so creepy. You don't even know exactly why it's creepy.
Yeah.
But it's because he's got this big dome on these tiny little shoulders because it shouldn't work. Those shoulders should not be able to support that big head. So it's like you're seeing something from a different world, and it's very frightening. It's alarming.
Is this kind of like a uncanny valley? Is that a proper use of the phrase?
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. Yes. Who said that? Greg Schmidt. He's built like a lollipop. Exactly. It's scary. It's scary. It's very scary. It's like an upside down snowman. The big one is not. It's supposed to go big circle, medium circle, small circle. If you got the big circle on top, whoa, what are we doing here? I don't even understand physics. Let's go back to it.
That ain't done nothing naughty.
Uh-oh.
Naughty. All the other ones.
Oh, no.
All the naughty ones.
No.
He punishes.
And see, that's big because when he gets older, he keeps saying, punish, punish. That's where it's from.
And it's never explained again, right?
Why the grandpa did this?
Yeah.
No, not at all. No, not even sort of. It's just like, all of the trauma that happened to this kid that led to him being a murderer. Like a lot of times murderers will have a background of trauma that takes place over the course of years. For him, he had like half a dozen life-altering traumatic incidents on one night.
I mean, forget the person coming in and as Santa and fucking up his family. This alone would do it, I feel like.
Yeah.
What about you, boy?
Uh-oh.
You been good all year?
Uh-oh. Like, he's like, I've been pretty good, but who's 100% good, right? Like, I think that he thought this was kind of like Catholicism. Like, you know, you can't be perfect, but as long as you admit what you did, it's all good. Whereas his grandpa is like, nope, you're going to get punished, boy. You're going to get punished. Is that what your daddy told you? I just love that was the read they got. Because it's not like they wrote, it's impossible to write that way. That actor came in and said, I got an idea for this character. And boy, did he knock it out of the park for me. It's my favorite scene in any movie.
You see Santa Claus tonight? You better run, boy.
You better run for your life.
You better run for your life.
Ah, I love it. You better run, boy. Run for your life. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. I hope they show it. I hope they show it. There's his parents.
They're back.
Time to go home, Billy.
Time to go home, Billy. And he's like, that never happened.
Well, why doesn't he go like, hey guys, Grandpa just woke up?
Because, I'll tell you why. He thinks that would be a naughty thing to do, and he's already freaked out enough as it is.
Yeah, that'll do it. That'll traumatize you.
Plus, that same night, a guy dressed as Santa murders and assaults his parents in the middle of the road while he's watching.
Look, if my dad all of a sudden woke up and started saying weird shit like that, I'd go on a murderous spree too.
Wouldn't that be wild? If your dad was just in a coma and then your mom left and your dad woke up and he went, hot dog. And you were like, Dad, why are you calling me hot dog? And he's like, that's your name, hot dog, isn't it? And you'd be
Isn't
like,
it what Sam calls you?
yeah, dude, what the hell is going on here? And you go, Dad woke up and he was like strangely intense. I don't understand why. And he just said the wildest stuff I've ever heard. And your mom would be like, cállate. And you'd be like, all right, whatever.
Okay.
So that's number one, Silent Night, Deadly Night. My top 5 Christmas movies of all time for 2022. Santa's Sleigh, Black Christmas, Santa's Sleigh 2005, Black Christmas 1974, Dial Code Santa Claus 1989, French, Krampus 2015, and Silent Night, Deadly Night 1984. You can't go wrong. The king.
Numero uno still.
Well, that's the head of the table.
Yeah.
That's the head. Silent Night, Deadly Night's for me, the head of the table.